Welcome everyone. We are going to be delving into some really powerful and amazing activations today. The main one is a master key code that came through a few days ago. This is actually in conjunction with the water codes, so I'm receiving it directly connected to Lemuria. And also, I know Lemuria, I believe is Danutalis, and there is this, or I'm still filling into that. It always comes up whenever I'm delving into the golden timelines of Lemuria and Atlantis. There's another island that comes up that's Danutalis, and it's definitely an interdimensional plane, and I know that there are some energies from this that are joining, and so I just want to let everyone know that. I'm just going to make note of that. This master key is one that I actually brought forward in a live transmission yesterday. I offered this activation with my soul pod, but I was also doing it outside in nearly sub-zero temperatures. It was extremely cold. My battery ended up draining like really quickly, and because I spent the first like 45 minutes speaking into some direct messages for my soul pod, by the time we got to this part, it felt a bit rushed. So I was guided to bring that forward in a recording so that I would have the time, the space, and of course being indoors instead of outdoors, which I prefer outdoors, but right now in this weather it's just simply a bit much, and I'm not acclimated to it yet. So I'm really excited to bring this forth here. And we're gonna basically jump right in. So normally when I offer this in a live, I take those that are tuned in into 0 point. Now, if you've never done this, it might be a bit new for you. I would ask that you maybe visit some of my previous transmissions where I guide that more in depth. If it's new to you, just use your intuition, use your clairs, feel into it, drop into it in the best way that is available for you. Like I said, the more in-depth guidance is in my hour and a half, 2 hour or better transmissions. So you're more than welcome to check those out. This one I'm really wanting to just dive in, provide the messages that are here and the activation that is here. So this key code is a master key code. It is it's unlocking what I'm being shown are these ley lines that run through Antarctica and Venezuela. And what this is it's unlocking what I'm seeing as these golden platinum ley lines with there's also something else here that I've actually received. I probably received this about a month ago, maybe not that long ago. And these are blue platinum angelic lines. So these would be what I know of as the purity code anchors. And so anytime a new ley line or timeline is being integrated in the earth plane, it's coming on top of the infrastructure of these Magi Grail lines, basically. I know it as the Andamikarisha, and it is the infinite now. It is the infinite timeless now, and everything is built upon that. And with this comes the integration of, we know about ley lines, right? Everyone knows about the existence of ley lines. what's happening here is an integration of a higher frequency of these ley lines. So in order for that to be transcribed into the frequency of New Earth, it has to bring with it that format that is going to match the blueprint of what we would say is New Earth, which is being harmonized in connection with the codes, the purity codes. What I've always seen is these purity codes come first. They are ingrained within every single code. There is always a level of purity that is connected, which is why we are really feeling that connection into the Magdalens and the Magi Grail and the templates, or I believe as it was known in older, like Templars, but these just mean template holders, guardians. So many of us that are template holders, we are guardians of this Magi Grail infrastructure, which is a very specific attunement to purity or purification. So there are so many here that carry that coding, and this master key code I am feeling, sensing, receiving, it carries a very high vibration of activated purity, as well as, of course, this remembrance of these golden timelines of Lemuria. And so we are beginning to integrate and harness from that place. So it's activating this interesting recollection, this requiem of our divine inheritance. It's our immaculate blueprint, and each of these codes play a part in that. So I would love for you to just fill into that and see what is here for you, because all of the words that are being spoken are coming from a place of sovereignty. And so I really want you to tune into your sovereignty and to ask, what is here for me? Find yourself reflected in the light. Find yourself in the mirror of truth. Find yourself within the gateway of the heart. And I'm going to also just let everyone know the energies that are here to assist as we step into this. So we have the Earth Mothers and Earth Fathers assisting and upholding the grids for the interdimensional caverns of Terra. So that's our so below. And we also have the Mother of Water frequency, which, given that this is a master code of water, that is just completely in alignment with that. That's absolutely beautiful. So those are, and that Mother of Water frequency is going to be flowing between so below, between heart, and then also touching up into as above. So you're really going to feel that that divine feminine flow moving through you throughout this activation. We have a really beautiful support system from the Earth Fathers, providing the harmonic rhythm of the masculine. And as above, we've got the Dragon Mothers upholding the grid space, as well as the Children of Purity, which are the overseers, the guardians of the gateway of the central sun. And so we have a gateway of central sun crystalline as above. We also have a gateway of the central sun of Terra, so below. So we're really going to be bringing this in through that portal of just highest frequency connection and purity. So it is going to be one of those that is going to be quite powerful. So be sure that you dial in and allow yourself to go in as much as you're able. Don't overdo it. You can always come back. You can always turn the dial up, and you can always revisit this however many times you feel is necessary and needed for you. You never want to overdo it, because everything that's incoming has to be anchored, and you want to give your vessel plenty of time and space to incorporate all that's here. So I do believe, and I also want to say Merlin is joining us. That's another masculine that's going to be upholding not only the violet flame, but also working with the supporting dragon energy. The emerald golden dragons of Avalon are really assisting in that earth energy that is supporting this incoming integration and activation of the water energy. They are so closely connected in this, so you might feel, more intense in the water, but you could also feel a very good balance. I do feel that the earth is really assisting in balancing this out. That's what I'm seeing and hearing. So I think that's everything. Okay, let's go ahead and we're going to jump right in. So I will see you guys on the other side. Okay, so I have already started calling the energies in. This is going to be, like I said, a bit more jumping straight in, but I am going to walk you guys through a little bit here. So I've already called in the Earth Mothers and Earth Fathers, and I'm going to just dial that in for everyone, as well as the Mother of Water and the Dragon Mother. And I'm going to have Merlin assisting everyone here in just really dialing in the as above. And then the Earth Fathers are going to be really assisting in the dialing in, so below. The Earth Mothers are going to be working with the Mother of Water, as well as the Dragon Mothers working with the Mother of Water. In the in-between, that's how I see it. So we have the anchors below, we have the anchors above, and there is this flow of energy that passes through the chambers. So I see it as this, it's like a wave pool, but it's also like a vortex. So there's this vortex of energy incoming from below and above. When it meets in the heart, it pours through the heart, and then it creates a wave pool that's flowing outward. So it's kind of like a waterfall and a wave pool simultaneously, because as the energy is flowing out, it ripples. It sends these ripples of energy throughout time and space. And so there is an immediate reflection in the greater collective. So what we have noticed in previous transmissions, if you guys do tune into those, where I was speaking into how I was feeling the greater collective responding to our what was happening, the activations, the integrations, much like what is happening here. Because this is a master key code, I am feeling that this is going to be more independent vessel related. This is a calibration. This is really, really, really going to resonate with those of you that are here serving in that sacred service operative position. So you're a light worker, you're a starseed, you're a light warrior, you are out there, you're doing it. You're the one that's offering from a place of light, and what you are offering and how you are offering is coming from a place of your recognition of this divine service. So if you feel that's you, then I would love for you to just really dial into that and see what all is coming through in your individual blueprint in conjunction with this key code. So here we go. I would like for you to take a few deep breaths, deep, long breaths, and just begin dropping into your body. I want you to imagine, just as if you were walking up to a chair, and you are going to sit in the chair, I want you to feel yourself energetically dropping in and sitting in your body. And I want you to feel yourself just really, really starting to anchor in and to start connecting with every cell in your body. So with each in-breath, I want you to feel the air entering your lungs. And with each out-breath, I want you to feel that air exiting and taking every aspect of resistance along with it. And I want you to also simultaneously begin tuning into your heart. And I know that this might be moving a little bit fast for some. Like I mentioned previously, you are more than welcome to come back and visit this as much as is necessary and needed. But just really start feeling your body, becoming intimate with all the crevices, all the places that you don't normally tune into. Maybe you're even afraid to. Maybe there's parts of you here that you don't like feeling and seeing. But I want you to welcome those parts now, because there is nothing that is hidden within the light. Everything is illuminated. And when we illuminate ourselves, we are able to accept ourselves and love ourselves for all that we are. And through an open and activated heart, this is made possible. So I really want you to just breathe into the heart. Breathe into the solar plexus and just feel yourself resting in that area. Now, as I mentioned, we're going to be tuning into this zero gravity point, and there is a dial that we're going to use. Please make sure that you dial in only as far as is comfortable for you. If at any time you feel you are being overwhelmed, you can tap your heart 3 times and pull out, or I prefer just toning my dial down a little bit at a time and pulling out slowly. This also allows me to master my enter and exit from the central planes of 0 point. Because I always feel myself moving through all the different dimensions when I'm pulling out. So it's a beautiful opportunity to really practice that. And I'm hearing to just be patient with yourself. Allow yourself to go at your own pace. Okay, now I'm going to begin calling in again the so below. So I'm just going to ask the Earth Fathers to envelop the Earth Star Chakra and work with really pulling that down and assisting all energies present in this transmission in being able to really anchor into the central caverns of Terra. You might begin to start feeling some energy moving in the lower half of your body. You're probably going to feel some tingling in your legs, some prickling on the feet. That's just the Earth Fathers. That's also the Earth Mothers. And I'm going to ask the Earth Mothers to work in a spherical grid space energetically, if this is aligned for them, and just begin weaving a spherical or of energetic support, so that anyone that needs to lean into that energetically is able. So I'm really feeling this light up in the sacral and root. So just take a deep breath and feel your energy being pulled down, just really solidifying your roots. And I'm going to go ahead and call in Mother of Water to rest in the heart. And as we move into the heart, she will fully join us from that space. And now I'm going to call in the Dragon Mothers as above. And I'm going to ask the Dragon Mothers to also set up a spherical grid of light, which is available for anyone that needs to lean further into that for support. And I'm feeling the crown lighting up pretty good. And also going to call in the Children of Purity, calling in this gateway of the Central Sun. Now it's really starting to kick in. So I'm also going to call in Merlin to also rest in the heart with the violet flame, and to assist in balancing out any energies as we converge into the chambers. So I'm actually, this is the first time I've been asked to do this, I'm being guided to step into my Dragon Mother avatar and to offer it from this space. Now I can see why they were wanting me to come back in here and record it, because I did not do that the first time. And I can also see now why I was feeling a bit distracted, because this was one of the puzzle pieces that was missing. So I'm going to now step into my Dragon Mother avatar of Zaya. Inai koiniai kodaya kodai kai shonoru adoru akonaya. And now I'm going to start moving towards the dial and feeling the as above and the so below merging in harmonic resonance. So let's now tune into the heart, and you are welcome to join me in, moving your hands, speaking light, singing light, scribing light. I know I did not place that invitation there sooner, but if you've joined me on transmissions before, you probably have a pen and a piece of paper ready. If you don't, when you tune in again, I invite you to have that so that you can write whatever comes through, and just know that you can do this with your eyes closed or your eyes open. I have had some really amazing things come through with my eyes closed that I thought would be chicken scratch, but it was actually very powerful, because it's the light, it's the energy that is coming through. It's not always going to look how we think it should, but it's always going to carry the tonality of exactly what is intended to be carried and presented. So, as we move into the heart, I am actually going to go back into really quickly. I need to seal the grid so below. And so it is. And sealing as above. And so it is. So now coming into the heart, feeling a lot of playfulness, a lot of eternal inner child already showing through. And this is something I want you all to tune into. This is all about play. This is all about joy. We are going on a grand adventure, and I would love for you to discover everything that's here for you on this adventure. So I would like for you to now tune into the heart. And I would like for you to notice a dial. This dial starts all the way at 0 and goes up to 10. I like to start in at about 0.2, 0.5. And then I just slowly start turning it up. Now, of course, for this transmission, I'm going to be dialed in a bit higher, just simply because that is where I'm offering from. But I would love for you to just see what feels natural for you. So as you tune into the heart, if it feels more aligned, you may place your hands on the heart just to really connect in deeper and further, to feel that connection, to feel that intimate connection. Urukutu kaishon noya dai, anai korukutoru kia kutai, shototoya nakutai kutai, ukrutia konoma kutora kataya koti, shokotorotutu, ruku amai koya shakatare kunumaku. Now I'm going to ask the so below to be turned up just a little bit, and the as above to be turned up just a little bit. Beautiful. Now, as we move into the chambers of the heart, this one, of course, is specifically to the water codes with earth codes supporting. So as we step into, I'm going to ask you to become aware that we are being asked to embody our highest frequency of sovereignty for this. So I'm going to go ahead and ask each of you to call in your highest frequency of embodied sovereignty. And I'm also going to call in, and I request that if it feels aligned to do the same, to call in your higher self and to feel that connection point drop in. And as we work through the main frame of the higher self, we are going to be receiving unique upgrades in conjunction with this activated code. So if the connection with your higher self coming in, if that's too much, just turn the dial down, or you can just disconnect from the higher self and just ask the higher self to oversee. It's completely up to you. So I'm going to go ahead and call upon the keepers of the gateway. I'm also going to call upon the children of purity to open up the gateway, and we're going to be connecting now simultaneously into these gateways, the gateway of the central sun of the universe and the gateway of the central sun of Terra. So as we move into this, I would like for you to just have fun and play and ride the interdimensional waves and allow yourself to discover all that's here for you in your body of light. So as I begin to speak the light, I would like for you to find your way within the light, And as was invited earlier, just start to speak and sing and express your unique tonality of light. And that is really going to bring forth this divine remembrance, this requiem. So I'm being invited again to remind each of you. And I'm also being shown that this might be a new gateway activation for some of you. So that's fantastic. Okay, so see the portal in front of you. There is a keeper of the gateway that is standing on each side. You've got a keeper on this side that is assisting in your calibration of your vessel, and a keeper on the other side that is going to greet you and is going to be with you, guiding you. And if you feel there are any other energies that you would like to call in to assist you at this time, if you are hearing or sensing any other energies with you, please call them in. Merlin is here to assist as well. I'm also hearing El Moria, Master El Moria. So I'm going to go ahead and ask you now, when you are ready, to move through the portal. And as you come through the portal, just take a moment to look around, see what is here. Allow yourself to discover. And I am going to begin working now with the Mother of Water and the whales, the dolphins, and also the aquamarian and aquafarian. So as I begin to speak this light, allow yourself to be immersed in the crystalline wavelengths. Allow them to flow through you and allow yourself to just ride them and let them take you. And I'm just going to ask the Mother of Water to assist in integrating these codes. And I see this beautiful fountain of crystal blue indigo water but it's not water as we recognize it. It's structured like the water in fruit. It's got a thickness to it, but it's like a gel, and it's so soothing. And also, every single molecule of water in your body is responding. And I'm being asked to send an invitation to you right now to acknowledge within your awareness that you are connecting to every molecule of water on this planet, whether it be in the air, whether it be on the ground, or whether it be in your body, and to see yourself as connecting with those molecules as one, to see yourself planting your seeds of light and gridding through each of the molecules of water. And as you are doing this, I am going to be calling up the ley lines that are being activated through this. So as I speak the frequencies to call this in, we are all going to connect to that in a moment. I'm going to go ahead and bring that forth. So just feel yourself immersed in the frequencies. Beautiful. Now, as we are flowing through these chambers, I'm going to ask you to bring your awareness back just a little bit and feel yourself connecting into these ley lines. I just felt a major opening of energy that just shot up from the earth star to the throat. So there was a major opening that just happened to allow for us to step into this. So I would like for you to see these ley lines. We are connecting and integrating and anchoring through Venezuela and Antarctica. Now, as stated, these are golden, blue platinum ley lines. And so I would like for you to allow yourself to anchor in however feels most aligned for you. And if you would like to call in assistance from your guides, please do so. I'm also being shown and being asked to invite each of you to call in your most aligned angelic seraphim support, and also Mother Mary, as well as Mary Magdalene. And I really felt the feet light up at that. So we are now moving into the deeper part of this integration. So you might feel a little tugging. I'm not for sure. Each person is going to feel it differently, but I'm going to be working with each of you on a higher self level on the recalibration and formatting of these lines. So those of you that are connected into your higher self, just feel that connection to each other. And if you have called in your higher self as a guide, if your higher self is overseeing, just allow yourself to trust intuitively that everything is happening by divine orchestrated design. And just allow yourself to flow into that. So, beginning to weave the reconstruction. So I would guide you now to really move your hands. You might already be doing so. For those of you that speak light and use your hands, this is a beautiful opportunity. And as I begin to do so, again, I invite you to do the same. And we are going to be recoding the infrastructure. And I'm also going to call up a little bit of extra support from the central caverns of Terra, the central sun. And I'm just going to call that up right now. And just opening up the space a bit more, turning up the dial a bit more. And I'm now going to call in the violet flame, and I'm going to call in the Emerald Golden Dragons of Avalon to join each of you as an assisted guide. And as I pull down the codes from the gateway of the central sun of the universe and connect them through the heart, and then anchor them into the ley lines, I would guide you to find yourself doing the same. Inai oshu anai iki okotai iki okotai onai shotori anai kotai okorokotai no maru ina shoku kitari koto shaka ishaka hoyakai anai ashatai anai Zaniatu shakotai shariakotai Kushatoni kotai torekokua tokua. And I'm going to call forth now from the central cavern of the heart the master key code. If you guys have noticed, this whole time we've been building an infrastructure. We have been weaving, activating, integrating, weaving, activating, integrating. So basically it's like a symphony orchestra playing in a very specific harmonic way, weaving geometric infrastructures of light. Much like a spider weaving a web, very purposeful with a beautiful intention. And so as I pull the master key code forward, I'm going to join now with Mother of Water, and I'm going to ask her to speak through me and to connect through each of you. And I would like for you to feel the independent activation of this key code. I invite you to settle into that. I just feel a massive wave of energy washing over. So just want to take a moment to allow that to move as it is needed and necessary. And I'm going to speak a few tonalities of anchor. And so once again, I invite you to join if it is aligned. And beautiful. And now, as we finalize this transmission, I am going to just invite each of you to see what else is here. We are going to call forth a beautiful gift that was gifted today in a fellow community transmission. We received our 5D wands, our wands that we are using in such work as this. So I would invite you to call forth from your 5D etheric. And I'm also again feeling Merlin is very connected to this. Merlin came forth for me in the gifting of this, although you may be receiving it from a different guide. This was something that was presented in a transmission today, and I just want to give all thanks and gratitude to JJ for that transmission and for the beautiful assistance from Lexi and Jasani. Thank you. And I'm going to call forth that wand, and I'm going to begin sealing the grids, and I would invite you to do the same, however that feels aligned for you. So we are going to be sealing off these ley lines. You may notice some intersecting vortices, some intersecting portals, and we want to make sure that these intersection points are upheld with harmonic resonance. So I want you to, I'm being guided to ask you to use your wand or whatever tool you feel most aligned to use and wrapping a cord of golden diamond light around these intersecting points. And just, I'm going to leave it up to you and your intuition as to what you feel is present. I am seeing 3 main points. That's what I'm receiving. 3 main points with 2 sub-support points. So I just want to go through and just wrap the light around the 3. And I'm just wrapping it however it feels most aligned to you. And then just see yourself sealing everything up. And I'm going to ask Merlin to work through us as we apply the violet flame. And beautiful. So we are going to now return these ley lines, for we have done the work. So we want to allow this energy to be incorporated. So I want you to just see yourself returning that energy. and see it as this beautiful golden thread, this beautiful connection that you have to these ley lines, which means you are always assisting and working with these lines whenever you feel called to do so. You have a connection to them and you are called to this activation for that purpose. So allow yourself to see that connection and just allow those ley lines to move and giving thanks for the opportunity and giving love and gratitude for the opportunity to have worked with these ley lines and provided our unique signature activation point. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm going to go ahead and we're going to start moving back to the heart. So we're going to start moving. We're going to go back through the portal. So I want everyone to start joining with their guides. And I want you to go back to the portal, the one that you came through. We are going to step out of the inner and move back into the outer. So there we go. And we have now shifted. You might actually feel it. I feel it in the upper right segment of the heart, which I'm feeling it in the area of the caverns that we just worked in. So that's beautiful. So now that we are on the other side, I am going to go ahead and start releasing these gateways. Thank you so much to the Children of Purity for assisting. Thank you to the Mother of Water for working through each of us. Thank you for the Aquamarian and Aquafarian dolphins, whales. Thank you for your beautiful music. I heard it so clearly every time I was speaking. And also going to release the gateway to the central sun of Terra. So you might feel a slight pulling away of that energy. And just going to balance and harmonize the space. And now I am going to invite you to go ahead and start turning that dial down and slowly start to ease your way out of the heart, little bit at a time, and start coming back into your physical presence and awareness. And as you do this, I would like for you to take your hands, place them together in prayer position, rub your hands together really briskly, and then relax them down to the side. And you can also do some tapping. You want to tap and integrate and just kind of reconnect to your body. Tap the top of your head, tap your chest, tap your legs. And we're back. What a beautiful transmission. What a beautiful activation. I want to give thanks to the Earth Mothers and Earth Fathers, as well as the Dragon Mothers. Thank you so very much for holding the space and assisting with the upholding of the grids as the frequencies were incoming. So this is something where, and I just noticed on my clock, we're ending this at 4:44 p.m. That's amazing. And it's at, I think, 13:33 on my recording time. That was amazing. So this was beautiful. And for me, in terms of hosting from this space where it's just me upholding the 0 point along with the other presence of other energies. It's a very big learning curve for me. So I thank every single one of you for being here and being present and joining with me in this activation. This is actually the first time I've brought forth a master key code this way, so I'm still learning, but I can definitely feel it. Right now, my whole body is buzzing, and I can actually feel the reconstruction on a molecular level that's taking place. I definitely, which I always feel this way coming out of 0 point. It's always takes a little bit to come fully back, but I can definitely feel the changes. So I would love for you to make sure you're drinking plenty of water and make sure you're giving your body the rest that it needs. So I love you all. I am so grateful that you joined. And if you have any questions, please drop those in the comments. And I look forward to seeing you all next time. So until then, Adonai.